Why, hello there everyone, welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters, and if you're like me, you're wondering what the heck is going on with Star Wars Battlefront. Will we ever get a Star Wars Battlefront 3 announcement? Are we getting a surprise update for Star Wars Battlefront 2? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you why I think we might be getting both of these things, and why the teases from all of the Battlefront 2 actors certainly hint at this, and then also why the Jedi Fallen Order update also hints at this as well. So we're going to dive into that. And then also, I have a question for you all. What do you think will happen to the baby Gonk droid in Mandalorian Season 3? Will Mando be able to guide him back to his own kind? Let's dive into the video, shall we? Alright, so with the formation of Lucasfilm Games recently, a lot of people, including myself of course, have been wondering what is going on with Star Wars Battlefront, especially since they included Star Wars Battlefront 2 in that Lucasfilm Games sizzle reel. I made videos on that on the channel, so if you want to check out all those videos detailing all of this stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel right here and check out those videos. Now, we're going to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2 and the possibility of a Star Wars Battlefront 3. Because if you didn't know, recently on the Epic Games Store, Battlefront 2 is now completely free until January 21st. And as a result, tons of new players have come into Battlefront 2. So many players that the servers actually buckled for Battlefront 2, which is really good news. It's a good problem to have. I know that that doesn't sound like a good problem to have, but it is a really good problem to have, and EA did fix that problem, thankfully. But when you see such a big resurgence of new players coming into the game, that's a really good sign for the franchise as a whole. And, you know, if you look at what Anthony Scorty said on Twitter, he actually welcomed all of the new Battlefront 2 players to the game. He said, "Welcome to all new players, and hey the rest of you, may the force be with you, hashtag Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars." And then he retweeted community managers Jay's post right here about Battlefront 2. And I find it interesting because Anthony Scorty, of course, he plays General, or Admiral Versio, I should say, in Star Wars Battlefront 2. And for him to post this out there, he's showing that he's still active within the Star Wars Battlefront community. I know it doesn't really confirm anything, but if you look at all of the actors' Twitter accounts, who, of course, played in Star Wars Battlefront 2 single-player campaign, if you look at all of their Twitter accounts, they're very active, including TJ's Twitter account right here. You know, TJ, he responded with a thumbs up, and TJ, of course, played Dell in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign, and he responded to this right here where Star Wars Facts said, "Star Wars Battlefront 2 actors are working together on a new project." And then, of course, you had him tease his motion capture outfit. Anthony Scorty teased the fact that he's doing some voice work. And then Janina Gavankar, who, of course, plays Iden Versio, teased her motion capture outfit. I made a video on this previously, of course, but I just want to remind you all that it seems like there's definitely something going on with Battlefront, considering that all of these actors, who are considered official sources, of course, are tweeting all this stuff out there. And to me, they're kind of like hinting at something without really saying it. And they're probably dying to tell us what's going on, of course. But what do you think's happening? Do you think it could be Battlefront 2 coming back with a surprise update? Or do you think this could indeed be a tease for Battlefront 3? Well, I think both things are actually going to happen. And I posted this on Twitter last night or yesterday, and I said, who thinks EA Star Wars should bring back support for Star Wars Battlefront 2 and at the same time work on Battlefront 3 in the background? This would build the hype train for Battlefront 3 and rebuild the community again, or a new, smaller multiplayer game or new mode as we wait, you know, for Battlefront 3, the possibility of Battlefront 3. And this got so many responses, like it's almost up to 1,000 likes already. It's gotten like almost 90 retweets, and there's been so much positive responses on this, you know. If we read the comments, Emo Gohan says, honestly, this was always in my head rather than a Battlefront 3, why not just continue support for Battlefront 2 and continuously add to it like Ubisoft does with Siege and For Honor? Star Wars certainly has the roster and ability to pull it off. Also, comic book content. Now, I agree with what he's saying about continuing Battlefront 2 support, but I think they should also make a Battlefront 3, because with a Battlefront 3, we would get a brand new upgraded Frostbite engine with it, brand new modes, and, you know, they wouldn't be restricted to the old engine. Even though it still looks good in Battlefront 2, I still want to see a fully upgraded next-gen Frostbite engine running Battlefront 3. Now, Benzo said, yes, absolutely. I have been on a Battlefront 2 kick, leveling up all of my heroes and villains over the past couple of weeks. I have found a resurgence of interest in this game, one of my favorites for sure. As for Battlefront 3, bring it on and let us get another story mode, please. Totally agree. So, what would you want to see in a Battlefront 3? Post in the comments. And would you want to see a Battlefront 2 surprise DLC update as we wait for Battlefront 3, if it's indeed in development? Again, EA hasn't really confirmed the existence of Battlefront 3, but in my heart, I believe something is going on in the background, whether that is a Battlefront 3 or some type of spin-off game. So let me know what you think about this in the comments. Now, also, another thing I want to point out is Jedi Fallen Order, because Jedi Fallen Order also had this surprise next-gen update where they upgraded the frame rates and the resolution for Jedi Fallen Order for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And I do wonder if they're going to do the same for Battlefront 2, because again, if you look at this engine right here, Rey destroying all of these troopers right here, it just looks absolutely fantastic still. Like, this game looks absolutely beautiful. And if they were to upgrade this to like 4K with 120 frames per second for the Xbox Series X and give us something like that on the PlayStation 5 as well, that would be freaking awesome. Now, I think the most important upgrade would be cross-play compatibility, where if you're on like the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, or Xbox Series X, or even PC, you'd be able to play with other people on the other consoles. That would be an awesome update for Battlefront 2 for sure. And I think that would really bring a lot more people back in, because they'd be able to easily matchmake with their friends and random people a lot more quicker, if that makes sense, and get in there a lot faster, because right now on certain consoles and certain game modes, it's a little bit more difficult to get into some games, I believe, because I had problems getting into the new trilogy mode on Xbox when I tried it. But on PC, I didn't have a problem at all because of the resurgence of new players coming in from the Epic Game Store promotion. So there's a lot of stuff that they can do with the crossplay that would benefit players across all of the consoles. So whether you're on the Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, you'd be able to matchmake very quickly with crossplay enabled in Battlefront. So if you'd want to see that, post a comment in the comments. I personally would love to see this as an update. But that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what other videos you want to see on the channel, and let me know, do you think I'm crazy about, you know, believing that Battlefront 3 could be in development? Let me know in the comments. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. And may the Force be with you always.